What's good, y'all, man? So we got to react to the Davey O'Brien watch list. If you guys don't know, I will inform you guys that this award is specifically a quarterback award. It's the best quarterback in college football. So this list, obviously, is from On3D, put notable names on here. Carson Beck, Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, Dylan Gabriel, Will Howard, Riley Leonard, Kyle McCord, Graham Mertz, Jalen Milroe, Shadur Sanders, DJ Ugale, and Cameron Ward. So first off, I want you to comment what quarterback, or who do y'all think is going to be the best quarterback in college football, one. And comment below some of you guys' sleepers this upcoming year at the quarterback spot. All right, my first surprise pick is Haynes King. Y'all might call me biased since I covered Georgia Tech, but I've seen the kid up close and personal play, and I think he's going to have an outstanding year for Yellow Jackets this year. 27 touchdowns last year, nearly 3,000 yards. Again, I know you got to clean up the turnover ratio. I had way too many at 16. But I'm telling y'all, man, with this offense and how dynamic it's going to be under offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner, like, yo, he's poised for a breakout. I think he had a really good year last year. I think he's going to break out even more this year. Now, you might make the argument, well, Georgia Tech can run the ball with Jamal Haynes and Anthony Carey and things like that. But if they continue to be, like, spread and allow him to throw the ball, I think he's going to be definitely, up there and going to be able to, make a lot of noise, man, and make really Georgia Tech that surprise team that kind of comes out of nowhere. 2, Grayson McCall, another kid I like, an experienced starter. It's going to be a little different, though, you know what I'm saying, because he is from Coastal Carolina. So he's coming to the big boys now. He's coming to the ACC with NC State, and they don't have an easy schedule. You got Clemson on the docket. You got a whole bunch of tough teams, man. Will he be able to step up and lead this team? And this is a team that's trying to take that next step, right? A team that's, won 9 games, won 10 games. Can they finally get over the hump and be competitive in the ACC? When I would say competitive, I mean competing for ACC championship. Not competitive in the conference alone, because they are, but ACC championship, can he get them there? Can he get them to the promised land? We're going to find a lot about Grayson McCall this year, man, but he got a good quartet of weapons. Now it's going to be, can he get them over the hump, over the top? Next is Will Howard. I really like this kid, man. Coming over from Kansas State, another experienced guy, 22 years old. And what's so cool is they're not going to ask Will Howard to do a lot. And you're not going to have to do a lot. But what this team got, in my other videos, I've talked about Travion Henderson, Quishon Judkins, who's OP in the game. They finally patched the spin move. Thank you. But Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Ibuka, the defensive line is really good. Like, it ain't going to be too much he has to do. But I think you could expect Will Howard to have about 200, 250 yards per game, couple tutties, 2 to 3 tutties a game. And, if they in that conversation, I think he could be, right there, man. And if he has some spectacular games where he throws it for over 400 yards, four touchdowns, I think he definitely will put himself into that category. And guys, we got to remember, when it comes to a quarterback or even the Heisman Trophy itself, and I know this is the Davey O'Brien list, there's always a quarterback that emerges. Last year, Jaden Daniels won an award. Now, if you go to the preseason of the Davey O'Brien list from last year, I guarantee you everybody had Caleb Williams winning this award. Jaden Daniels came out of nowhere and ended up winning this award. Again, he had some great seasons with LSU, but that year put him over the top. So it's going to be a sleeper that nobody expects. Somebody is going to emerge, you know what I'm saying, as a top quarterback, and likely going to propel themselves into draft conversation when it comes to NFL draft in 2025 next year. It happens every year, man. I'm telling y'all. So those are my 3 sleepers: Will Howard, Haynes King, and Grayson McCall. I think they can have outstanding years. I think, some of the givens are Cam Ward, so I didn't put him in there. But those are my sleepers. I'm going to talk about some of my contenders, you know what I'm saying? And then one lock I think that's going to probably win. All right, now back to the list. A lock that I think can win this award, I'm going to roll with Carson Beck. And the reason is I think he'll be battle-tested, a little bit more. Going through that SEC, having to play Texas, Ole Miss, Alabama, right? Now, it's all for naught if they're not even that college football playoff conversation. Again, I know the award, it doesn't go based off of that. I know that, y'all. I know you're going to comment that below. I know. I'm just saying, I think he will help his case even more if Georgia is another contender this year. Only lost 2 games in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then if he's at the top and he's throwing... Now, again, this is a team that likes to run the ball. They got Trevor Etienne out of the transfer portal for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But again, if he can be on that 250, 300 range, multiple touchdowns and make these receivers, look pretty good. They got some solid receivers. But it ain't like a true number 1 guy. It's going to be, basically all of them together. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, Carson Beck, especially if he has a lot of success this year with Georgia and their top team, then you can lock him. My contender at strong number 2 is this guy right here, Shedeur Sanders, right? Same kind of thing, man. How did they build off that 4 in 8 year? Everybody's downing him as one of the best quarterbacks. NCAA gave him the highest rating along with Carson Beck at a 93. Can they take the next step this year? And again, it's not a lot, right? All Colorado got to do is go from 4. If they could double their wins, they're doing a lot, right? If they could be in the Big 12 championship, they're doing a lot for their favor. You know what I'm saying? And if they end up winning, they're likely going to, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get a college football playoff spot. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? But what step can they take forward? Can they finally protect him and allow him to show his true talent on display, right? Because we know how elite he is out of the pocket and how good he can throw the ball, right? So that's my true number 2. My 3, we were talking about how I put him as a sleeper. I think people are sleeping on him. My 3 is Jalen Milroe. I like Jalen, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go sleep on Bama because it's a new regime. It's killing the board time. But I like his answer when he said that why he wanted to stay with Alabama, you know, and didn't run away from it. Not saying other people did. Other people got different situations, but I like that how Jalen Milroe stayed true to his team and what he's trying to accomplish and build. Already going to go try to get his master's. I want to see what's the next evolution of his game because he showed us flashes last year of how he can run out of the pocket. How great can he develop as a passer? That's the next facet of his game, right? And if he could be a killer out of that pocket, along with them feet he got, good luck, okay? Good luck. All right, so those would be my top 3. It would be Carson Beck's lock. I will put Shedeur strong 2. I will put Milroe 3. And then at 4, my last one, I'm going to go Quinn Ewers. You know what I'm saying? This is his final season with Texas. He got him back kind of to the promised land. Got him in the college football playoff for the first time in the history. Obviously debuted in 2014. What can he do? You know what I'm saying, this year? Can Texas get on the map, you know, and actually be in the, you know, college football playoff again? How do you build off last season? You got to do it again. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him do it. I've always liked him as a quarterback, but this is the year, man, and it's not going to be easy. You got to play your Red River rivalry against Oklahoma. You got Georgia coming into town. You got some tough teams on the docket. I'm telling y'all, the SEC ball is different, but I'm glad Texas is in it, man. It's just going to make it more fun, man. So a lot of watch list is out. We only got a couple more weeks, baby. College football is here. But y'all comment below, as I said earlier in the video, who you guys your top quarterbacks, contenders for this award, and also who are your sleepers.